so it's Olivia here from Olivia's Catastrophe, and today I'm here to give you my December book haul. This should be my last big book haul because next year I'm hoping to conquer my to-be-read pile and read at least, I've changed my goal to at least half of the books in my to-be-read pile. I've been talking about this for 3 months and saying that I should buy less, and it hasn't happened. But I did know that December was going to be a month where I bought a lot of books, and it's true. I got over 20 books this month. I know that a couple are still coming in the mail, and I also know I've got a big box of secondhand books sent from a lovely bookstagrammer called Fiza Bookaholic, and I'll leave a link to her Instagram below. She takes amazing pictures, and she lives in the same country as me, and she had some double books, and she was like, "Would you like them?" And I was like, yes. Who would say no to books? So of course I got a lot of books this month. I'm going to go and show you what they are, and I better hurry up because there's quite a lot to get through, and yeah. My bones really hurt right now. Everything hurts because I came back from a basketball tournament where we lost every game, and I injured myself in multiple ways. Yay me. First off, I would like to show you some nail polish I got this month because if you watch my channel, you know that I'm really into nail polish as well. I got 3 bottles of nail polish this month, and they're these 3. I got a blue, a red and an orange. They're not brand nail polishes, they're just ones from local shops. So yeah, these are the nail polishes I got this month, and I'm really happy because I've only got one other orange, and you can never have too much blue and red. Never. To the books! I went to a book fair this month, which is a winter fair that's held at my school, and they're crazy, man. They sell secondhand books for €1 if it's a paperback and €1.50 if it's a hardcover. So of course I went crazy, and all my friends were there, and they were like, "Sheesh, Olivia, why do you have so many books in your hand? You're not going to buy all of those." And I'm like, yes I am. So these are all the books that I got at the book fair. The first one is called The Time Traveler's Wife by Audrey Niffenegger? I don't really know. Yeah, let's pretend that never happened. And this is actually a pretty good quality book for secondhand. And all I know about this one is that it's this love story where these people have fallen in love, but one man has this issue where he keeps travelling along his timeline and he can't really stop it or do anything about it. So he meets the love of his life when he is 32, I think, and she is 6, and then later on gets married when she is like 22 and he's 30 or something like that. And because of the time travelling, they just want to be together, but it's very difficult for them. And I've heard so many good things about this book, so I really am excited to be reading it soon. I also got a copy of The Girl with the Dragon Tattoo by Stieg Larsson. I've heard so many good things about this one. I know there's a graphic novel that I actually have, I think, on my Kindle. And I think there's a movie or a show, something like that. And I know a lot of people have fallen in love with this thriller. It's a trilogy, and I know a lot of people love it. I've had it on my to-be-read for a long time, and I really want to read it. So I decided I was going to go out and get this one. I don't know too much about it other than it being a thriller, and I'll tell you more once I've read it. I also got the book One Day by David Nichols. I've got the book Us by him on my Kindle, which I haven't read yet, but I really wanted this one because I think this is his most popular novel. It's a romance, and it's about how one day can change your life. This couple meets on their graduation day, and then they part ways tomorrow, and they wonder, where are you going to be after this one day in about a couple of months, a year even? So it just goes through like that, and that's all I really know so far. But I've been in the mood for romances lately, so I think I'm going to like this one. I also decided to get Me Before You by Jojo Moyes. And this is one that I've seen around in a lot of places. It's a romantic book that lots of people seem to love. I've had it on my to-be-read for ages, and I finally have a copy of it, so I'm going to be reading this one really, really, really soon, and I'm very much looking forward to it. 2 other books that I got are Shiva and Linger by Maggie Stiefvater. This author is very popular. I've seen a lot about her books, and I've seen these books around. I really wanted to try them, and actually just try anything by this author, to be frank. And I know that I've already started Shiva. I'm about 100 pages in. I'm supposed to be buddy reading it with Fiza Bookaholic, as I mentioned her before, but she reads like crazy fast. It's like Kate from Paper Fury. So she's already finished with this book, but we're discussing it as I'm reading along. I like it well enough so far, having some issues with it, but there's some things that I really like about it as well. It's a werewolf book. It's about werewolves, and I think it's going to be a very interesting series. It's a trilogy, and I don't really know that much about it other than it being about werewolves right now. Review to come once I finish the book, of course. So at the book fair, I managed to pick up the first 4 books in the Evermore series by Alison Noel. And I really am intrigued to read these books because I've just heard so many good things about them. What I know about these 4 lovely books is that the main character is this girl who has this power where she can sense other people's auras, and by touching them she can see their whole life story. She doesn't really like this power, as far as I can understand from the synopsis. And there's this boy who comes into her life who could ruin everything or make everything better, as far as my understanding goes. So I can't wait. I love it when characters have powers like that. And at the beginning I was misled thinking that this was a vampire series, but apparently it's not. I don't really mind either way. Both sound good to me. I also picked up the book Wicked Lovely by Melissa Marr. It's actually a very good quality book, and all I know is that this one is about fairies, and it's a fairy romance. If you know me, I'm all about fairies. I really like any books that have fairies in them, especially after reading about the Sealy Court in the City of Bones series. It's always intrigued me since then. And so I have one other book by this author that has yet to be published, which I'm going to be reviewing on my blog around the publication date. And I just had to pick up another one by her before I've read the other one that I own. That's my life story, you guys. That's my life story. I'm incredibly happy about this book because I managed to find a hardcover version of The Host by Stephanie Meyer. I love all of Stephanie Meyer's books. I've read the whole Twilight series, loved each and every one. And I've already read this one and really, really, really loved it. You guys, if you don't even like Twilight, still read this book because it's the most epic and well thought out, planned alien romance book you're ever gonna read in your life. I said it. I said it. And I'm just so happy because it's hardcover and wonderful and big. I'm going to take off this little sticker. I'm going to put it on my shelf and I'm going to reread it round about once every 2 years. I've already reread this book about 2 or 3 times now. The movie is horrid. Don't even start watching the movie. But the book, this is where it's at. This is where it's at. The next thing I picked up was American Gods by Neil Gaiman. Neil Gaiman is an author whose short story anthology I recently read. It's called Trigger Warning and it released this year. I put a link down below to my review. But I read that one. I kind of really enjoyed it. And I've been curious to read one of his actual big fictional novels. Yeah, so I decided... I didn't really look at the synopsis of this one. I just saw that it said Neil Gaiman, American Gods, which is a book that I know is popular by him. And I decided if I want to try one of his fictional ones, I should probably start there. So I'm going to be reading this one. I'll tell you more of what it's about once I've actually started to read it. Funny story, actually. I bought Eat, Pray, Love by Elizabeth Gilbert at the book fair. I don't know if I've done a book haul of this, but last year I went to the same winter fair thing and I bought the paperback copy of Eat, Pray, Love. Now both of these were the same price at different years. Isn't that a bit weird? So I just decided that having a hardcover would be better, because especially second-hand hardcovers are usually more long-lasting, and this hardcover is beautiful once I take the jacket off. So now I've got 2 copies of the same book, and some point this week, I think on Thursday, so yesterday, I posted a December Christmas blog hop where I give back to you guys for Christmas, and I'm giving away my paperback copy of Eat, Pray, Love. I will leave a link below so you guys can all enter the giveaway, and if you're subscribed to this YouTube channel, you've already got a free entry, so yeah, you should go check it out and maybe win the paperback of this book open internationally, because I love all of you guys no matter where you live. I picked up The Book of Tomorrow by Cecilia Ahern, and all I know is that it's actually about a book which affects her future and makes her think about her past. That's all I gathered. I noticed the author's name because I know there's another book by her that's pretty popular. I can't remember what it is right now, but I know that she's written another book that's pretty popular, and since then I've just been curious to try something by her, so I picked up this one. It was only €1, so I was like, why not if I don't like it? If I do, I'll pick up her other one. You know how the cover's got a turned up page? It's supposed to be like... mind blown. So yes, those are all the books that I picked up at the book fair. But that is not all the books I have to show you today. I've got plenty more where that came from. So the next book I want to show you is my only giveaway win for this month, which is still quite something, winning giveaways. And it is I Am Number 4 by Pittacus Law. That rhymes, by the way. I won a giveaway on Instagram, my first giveaway on Instagram, and it was by Books and Ink. I'll leave a link to her Instagram below, lots of links in this video. And her Instagram is really beautiful, I love it, I followed it, and she was giving away 3 books, and she sent it with some other goodies like nail stickers and chocolate and like candy canes. So it was a really nice festive pack, and I just can't wait to read this one. I've actually seen the movie. This is the movie cover. I've seen the movie of this one. I thought the movie was alright, but I thought from watching the movie that the concept in the book is going to be better translated and better done. John, who is the main character, has a secret, and there were 9 of them who has escaped from this thing. I'm not going to give it away. And some of them were killed, some of them have been harmed, but this one is about John, who is, if you haven't gathered from the title yet, number 4, which is why it's called I Am Number 4. I'm looking forward to reading it. I actually ordered from Amazon 1 book this month, and it was a book that I was not going to not order, and that is Winter by Marissa Meyer. If you know me, you know that I love the Lunar Chronicles like there's no tomorrow. I love them like crazy, and this is the 800-page finale book to the series. I haven't started reading it yet because, you guys, I am absolutely petrified. What if it doesn't end the way I want it to? What if the characters aren't done as well as the first 3 books? What if Scarlet and Wolf, who are my ship for life, especially because Wolf is my book boyfriend, you guys, what if it's not good? I'm so nervous. So I think it'll be one of my first reads in January because I've got some things that I've started reading. I've started reading about 7 books lately, and I'm going to finish those this month, but I think I need to read this soon. And there was a book market that came to my school, and I got the Divergent series. I got the trilogy, the original trilogy, and I also got a hardcover version of number 4. Well, not number 4, of 4, which is a short story collection of books. If you know me, you know that I love Divergent. I read Divergent. Okay, you guys, I'm not trying to sound stuck up, but I read Divergent before it became popular. I did, you guys, I did. And then it became famous, and I read Insurgent, and I read Allegiant as soon as it was published, because the year that Allegiant was published, my parents bought me Allegiant for Christmas, which means I now have a double version. But I really did want to have the whole series, and I also really needed 4, because I haven't read 4 actually. I've read these 2, but I haven't read 4. So now I've got them all, and they're beautiful, and it's a lovely box set. So I'm going to be giving away Allegiant sometime next year. I'm not sure if I'm going to do it as a birthday giveaway or a milestone giveaway. I have to think about that, but you can keep your eyes peeled because you can win this lovely finale book at some point. And I think it's time I reread this series. And the last book I've got to show you is the only review copy that I got this month, and it's Open and Read by James P. Byrne. Yeah, by James P. Byrne III. And this is actually a book of poetry. It's actually really what the title says. It's a book of motivational, encouraging poetry, and you're supposed to just open it when you're feeling down and pick one and read it. And it's just a short poem, and you know, they're just really motivating, or life lessons. There's you can't please everyone, be present, reflect and meditate. There's always a choice, and that's just me reading some lovely random titles. Thank you so much to the author who gave me this lovely signed hard copy. The author is so nice. This is the first review request that I've received through an author reaching out to me and messaging me on Instagram. Usually they all use my email, which is on my blog, so it seems like my Instagram might be getting me somewhere, and I actually really like reading poetry, so I've started reading this one, and I'm going to be reviewing it next week on my blog. Look out for that. Watch that space. So those are all the books that I got in the month of December, and from now on, you guys, I promise, after this box of books comes in January, I am going to be buying less books. Otherwise, I'm never going to reach my goal, and I'm just going to have a problem. And it's not a good problem. Oh, don't forget, please like, comment, subscribe, and share if you enjoyed this video. It would mean a lot to me because you're just supporting me and everything. So that like button, it's calling your name. And as well as that, please tell me, what books have you recently bought? Make me feel this little bit less guilty when I know I'm not alone. So, fewer books. I'll be seeing you guys next week with another video, and I hope you're enjoying your December. I've got to go and fight exams. The battle of exams is heading my way, you guys. Wish me some serious luck. Have a great December, and I hope you're all feeling in the Christmassy mood, because it's soon going to be Christmas, and Star Wars comes out soon. See you guys next week. Bye!